What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Black Atlas Radio. It's been a minute, and I'm back here again. As always, I'm your host, Michael Canon. I'm sorry I'm getting ahead of myself, but Isaiah is not here once again. But we do have two very special guests here who are going to keep us just as entertained. And you can go ahead and introduce yourself to the one camera we have today.
I don't know. I go by a lot of different names, but honestly, I'm Strangefilms.
Yeah, throwback, man. I saw you changed your Twitter name and your
So like my Twitter name changes a lot, honestly, but my Instagram is just Strangefilms all the way.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's just you know how you can change the I think that's just the name on the not your user, but just the name though.
Yeah, that's cool. So you're still going by the OG name on Instagram. Is that J Wash? Is Wash your last name?
Yeah.
Or is that okay?
Yeah,
you go by that at all, or
I go by that. Some people call me that, but a lot of people call me Wash. So
that's dope.
Yeah. So I got a lot of different names, honestly.
Okay, and to our far left, we have. You can go and introduce yourself.
My name Calvin. Instagram YoungSuave22. I also go by King C4. Shoot, whatever you can find me under, that's what I am.
It's my manager too. So that's how we rocking.
Right. So for those of you who don't know, which I guess is pretty much everybody, we go way back to fucking them Sullivan days. Yeah. Shout out to all the OG Fairfield kids who grew up before they shut that shit down.
Yo, who was the last class? Or no, I was the last class.
Nah, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, it's crazy. They shut down it. I went to Amy Blank, and then they shut that shit down. And then I went to Sullivan, and then that shit got shut down. And they were hella talking about shutting down Fairfield High, but I don't know.
No, for real. We were forced to go to the high. I mean, honestly, I was ready, to be honest. I'm ready to go to the high. We seen everybody that's already there now, so it's shit, we gonna see more.
Right.
Honestly.
So, for our audience out there, what exactly is it that you do? I know you mostly for photography, and you guys should go follow him on his Instagram, like you mentioned before, at Strangefilms, if you want to go see all his dope photography. But how did you get into your career choice that you have now? How did that first start?
Honestly, so as you know, I was in the Bay. I was here. I'm going to the high, freshman, sophomore year, and then my sophomore year, I'm yo, I wasn't making the right choices. I'm out here really.
We've all been there before.
Yeah, I'm going hard, in the wrong places. Honestly, I'm gonna put it like that. I'm not gonna go too detailed, but. Right. Honestly, I just was in trouble and just going hard, and then I'm yo, I'm moving to Texas, and I told
right, I remember that.
Yeah, I'm telling my whole family nobody believed me. I'm telling people at school, I'm telling all the homies, I'm they nah, you lying, bro. You're not going. And then I made it out there, and everybody he wasn't playing, you know. I'm yeah, and I got out there, and then I just was I gotta figure out what I really want to do. And I always just had a love for art and clothes and stuff, and
What city did you move to?
So I moved to a city so the biggest city it's Dallas, but it's 4 other different cities in between those times, kind of in the Bay. It's you know how it's Fairfield, then Sassoon, then Cordelia. It's kind of that, but it go Dallas. Grand Prairie, Arlington, and then Fort Worth.
Right.
And then it's another city right on the other side. It's crazy. It's crazy big, but it's a lot out there, honestly. But yeah, so I got out there, and I'm just yo, I was trying to play sports, but I'm just it's not me, bro. I tried to play at the high, grades wasn't good because I was getting in trouble, and it just wasn't in class.
What kind of sports?
Hoop, basketball, and track.
Tall as shit. I don't know why I asked.
For nothing.
Honestly, hey, shout out to since we talk about basketball, shout out to the whole Whoop team. RP Sean too. That's crazy.
Man. Shout out to the Falcons.
Man, the whole Falcons. But honestly, Yeah, once I was trying to play sports, I'm like, yo, this is not even for me. Like, this is dead. And, like, my pops was like yeah, like, we like, play, like, you need to be playing sports, you need to be working. I'm just like, nah, this is not me. Like, I don't feel this. So, I, like, really started my brand. But I had my brand before I moved to Texas.
Mm-hmm.
It was Strange Monkey. That's where that's where everything came about. I wasn't even, like, telling nobody. I was just putting everything, like, writing it down. And when I got to Texas, I'm like, this is what I'm going to do. And I put out shirts. I started going crazy on that. And then I'm like, yo, I need a photographer. Like, I need to be, like, I'm thinking so ahead.
Right.
Like, you know how you start off on your brand? Like, you just, like, I'm going to just put these shirts out. Like, I'm not going to do, like, too much.
Yeah.
I'm going to go at a pace. But I'm moving, like, 2020. I'm not even, like, trying to be like, oh, I want a photographer. I want this. I need that. And I'm like, damn, I don't even need that. I'm going to do my own photography. And I'm going to just take pictures of everything. Uh-huh. And my stepbrother, shit, luckily, he was a photographer, too. Well, you know, he do his thing now. But it was just like he was taking my pictures, and then I just started finding different models, friends modeling for me, and then I just was like, yo, like, this is over with. And then people started hitting me like, yo, you do music videos, you do photos, and I'm like, yeah, I do photos for right now. Like, I don't even do videos at all.
Right, same here.
Yeah,
it's hard.
It's a process, honestly. Like, just learning is a process, and then. Shit, I just really took off, honestly. Like,
this was all while you were still in Texas?
Yeah, this was all in Texas. Like, the Bay, nobody really was seeing this. Like, you know, you follow me, you'll see it, but, like, it was a lot of stuff, like, that was going unnoticed because I was just grinding it out, shaking hands, meeting people, like, just trying to get my name out there in that state because it's so big.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I used to live out in San Antonio for a bit because that's where my dad and his side of the family's from. So couldn't do the heat like we were talking earlier. I can't not good with fucking heat. So had to come back immediately afterwards. But
I'm dead.
So how long did that last, you being out there?
I was out there for like I think about 4 years, 5 years.
Shit.
So I was in Texas for a long time, like, and honestly it was lit. Like, when I tell you, like, Texas is, like, the move, like, that's the move. Like, you know, the Bay is home. I made L.A. my home, but, like, Texas is way more lit than both places, honestly.
Texas, big as fuck, for those of you who don't own a map. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but...
if you even left out of the state of California, it's big as hell.
Right. Texas itself is, like, the size of, like, 4 other states combined. It's fucking humongous. But would you say you picked up anything important in Texas that you were able to that helped you with your brand as you kind of grew and kind of built like an idea behind what it was that you wanted to do?
Yeah, honestly, really, I became a man out there. Really, like, that was like one of the biggest things. Yeah, honestly, like, a lot of people don't really know, like, becoming a man, like, oh, I buy my own apartment, I got my own job, a car, whatever. It ain't even really about that. It's just about, like, first off, you sacrifice. You learn about sacrificing and you know, managing money and managing your time with everything. Like, that's, like, one of the big key factors. Like, everything else kind of came about, and I started learning on my own. Like, I really was, like, you know, I had to help, like, my, like, stepmom and my pops was around, but, like, he told me, like, you got to figure this shit out on your own, like,
right,
and go from there. Because I'm like, yo, like, I started figuring a lot of stuff out. Once high school was over, that's when I started figuring out, like, life is really real.
Oh, yeah. I think that shit hits everybody, like, immediately.
Honestly.
You like, what the fuck we doing now?
First
like,
summer off, soon as that summer comes,
yeah,
crazy.
It's over.
Yo, the first, I'm sorry to keep going off top.
Nah, like, it's all good, man.
Yo, that's the summer of the ending of high school summer, bro. Oh, my God. That shit was amazing.
Was that, you graduated 2016?
Yeah, 2016.
So that was the same summer that we did that shoot.
It was. I came out here just on some. I think I came out here the whole summer. Yep, I think that's when it was. I came out here the whole summer and it was just like, all right, boom. And I went back to Texas. I'm like, bro, the Bay is getting boring for me. People wasn't fucking with me no more. Yeah, it's like a dark cloud. And, you know, honestly, like, we went out last night, like, it was cool. It was a lot of love shown, but a lot of people, I see a lot of egos.
Man, that's the thing. And I don't know. It's crazy because, like, being from here, like, I feel like I don't have that. I feel like it's a lot of, like, external people coming to the Bay, like, with the ego. And I don't know. I feel like maybe, like, just the fact that San Francisco is, like, the most expensive fucking city to be in, like, maybe that has something to do with it. And, like, that's where, I guess, everyone from around here is, like, trying to be in that scene, I guess. But
yeah, I don't know what it is. Yeah. But, yeah, so, like, that, my whole journey in, like, Texas, bro, was, like, a real life experience, like, a learning experience. And, like, I really grew my brand, like, out there. And, like, I was moving so fast with the clothes, and I'm just like, yo, like, I don't even want to do this no more, because photography picked up.
Right.
And then from there, what was, like, the...
Canon or Nikon?
Oh, you know, I'm Canon. Well, honestly, I'm Sony now, but, like, at the time, my starter was a Canon. And I had the young disposables floating around.
Yeah.
He's mad.
No, it's all good, man. Even though my last name is Canon, I always shoot with the Nikon.
I'm going to be so real. The last photos I just posted on Instagram was on the Nikon.
But Sony's cool too, though. It's just expensive as fuck.
What's the big difference? What's the difference between them?
Honestly, like, I used Canon for, like, all of my photography jobs that I've worked, and I used Nikon for my personal photography that I do, like, for videos and for on the side. And I feel like the Nikon is more, like, the quality, like, they're both good as fuck. And honestly, like, it doesn't really, when it comes down to it, they're both just, like, cameras. It doesn't matter, like, how it feels holding it or whatever. But I've always felt like just the quality of a Nikon always, like, resonated with me more than a Canon. And maybe that has to do with the fact that I've always used Canons for, like, my jobs and shit. And I'm like, I don't want to fucking do this. They give you, like, shitty cameras and shit. Taking pictures of these, like, first graders and stuff. And it's just... Yeah. Anyways, so did you, like, were you self-taught with photography, or was it like, did you take any classes, like college classes or anything like that?
Yeah, that's the thing right there. Not so honestly, I was self-taught, but like high school I had a photography class. But it was a photography class. Yeah, it was a photography class. It was like my senior year, but I had to take it for a credit. But I'm like, bro,
Mr. Clemenson?
No. This was in Texas at this time. Yeah, it wasn't even.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, if you're listening, Mr. Clemenson, go fuck yourself.
I don't even know who that is, but I think I remember him. Like,
he's an English teacher at Fairfield High, but he was also he ran the yearbook class that I was a part of.
Bro, I never was in the yearbook ever, and I swear they took a lot of pictures of me. I never seen them.
Bro,
never seen them. They was fire.
I only joined to get into the games for free. That was the only purpose. Let this be known.
I was sneaking in there.
Otherwise, that class was fucking terrible. And fuck Mr. Clemenson, if I haven't made that clear.
A lot of people don't even know. Since I didn't make the team, I was recording a lot of the basketball games. A lot of people didn't know that shit. But, like, I had took a tech class for it. I needed the credits. And my teacher, he was crazy. He was Mr. Washington. Like, for those in Texas that went to Lamar and shit, he was fucking a pain in the ass. We literally, like, didn't even touch the cameras like that. We was doing more Photoshop shit than anything. I'm like, yo, like, this is crazy. He picked on me every time. Like, the people, it was the homie Quest was in there. Who else was in there?
Quest. Yeah,
Request Visuals. Y'all go check him out on YouTube. He on his vlog shit. But, he, like, would, like, grade me terribly, like, and I didn't even almost pass the class because I was not feeling that shit no more. I'm doing photo shoots of the girls and shit in the hallways and shit. I'm doing my thing. I don't even want to do this, bro. Like,
fuck this Photoshop shit.
Yeah, bro, it was dead, bro. So, like, I'm just like, okay, whatever. So I ended up passing the class, whatever, and then I think after that time, that's when I, like, start doing the shirts. And I'm like, telling people around school, I'm like, yo, like, watch what I'm about to do next. Watch what I'm about to do. Nobody really believed me. Mm-hmm. As usual, like, regardless, everybody's just like, oh, he talking. He wanted the rest of these cats that just be talking, you know. And then from there, I just took off. Like, that summer, like, I just was not playing no games. Like, I was doing portraits, and then I started doing senior portraits.
Were you doing all this by yourself?
Yeah, it was just me.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, it's been like that for a long time, but like now it's like I got like great people around me, which we'll talk about more. But yeah, so like after that, like it was just like, shit, I took off. I started sneaking in concerts. I'm talking about, I'm doing weddings for the homies. I was working at fucking Chick-fil-A for a period of time. I took pictures for them.
Okay, I just had Chick-fil-A today.
That shit probably fire. That sounded like we about to eat.
Yeah, man, that shit was fire. I've had it for the past 2 days.
Terrible.
It's terrible.
Hell yeah! Watch you make that. They make that shit.
Oh well,
yeah. Yeah, I started taking pictures of them, and then crazy. The owner of the store, he was an ex-cowboy. So honestly, he plugged me in, and I started taking pictures for the Dallas Cowboys for like a few games.
Damn. So you just got basically hooked up with hella connections.
Yeah, plug.
Right.
And it wasn't even like, a lot of this stuff just came because of everybody was like, what do you do like outside of work? I'm a photographer. So it was just like word of mouth, and then people was like start realizing like, oh, this shit really getting good.
Yeah. So
then a lot of people just was like, all right, we gonna fuck with you. We gonna invest in you. We gonna see what you about. So then he put me on with that, and then boom. And then right after that, I just start slowly like stop coming into work. Like I just cut my hours. I'm like, yo, this shit getting dead. I'm draining myself every day. And then shit, like I said, I'm doing shows. I'm going on the road with different little artists and stuff, and local artists I'm working with. I'm doing photo shoots with like a lot of popular designers out there, and some that are now in Los Angeles now. So it was a journey. Honestly, I learned a lot of different stuff that when I got to LA, like, was already hip to it.
Yeah.
But
right, they're kind of behind just a little bit.
In some way, but they're hip. But a lot of people are just now learning, like, whether you're in the industry or just the whole photography community at that.
Right.
So, yeah, like after I did that, like I just really like shit. Couldn't nobody tell me nothing. I'm like, I'm just a bully.
Right. I've always wanted to get other photographers like to work with and to like even have on this show, and for some reason I don't know what the fuck it is. Like I said, it must be from either like certain people out here, or I don't know if it's just a photographer thing, but a lot of the people that I've like reached out to just don't seem to want to like, it's always a competitive thing. Like,
yeah, it is.
It's always like, fuck you, I'm a better photographer than you, like we can't work together, basically.
I be laughing at that shit, honestly. Like
I'm like, whatever, like.
But you know, that's just how it is though in the game. Like, it's very competitive. Like whether you in LA or whatever state you in, like it's competitive. Like, and you will come across people that's like, I don't even want to work with you. Who are you? Right.
I feel like in Fairfield though, like there's nobody popping enough to where you could just be like, no. Like,
yeah. I would fucking like. I honestly would laugh at somebody if I was to hit somebody up right now and be like, yo, let's do a photo shoot, or I want you to do a photo shoot for me, and they just be like, no,
can't even do it.
I would laugh at them. Honestly, I literally would laugh at them and be like,
it's whatever though, because I feel like it speaks for itself, like the quality of your work and our work, and
yeah, exactly.
People who stay genuine to what the fuck they want to do and aren't just like being egotistic about it. So, around what year did you end up leaving Texas?
Oh, we in 2019. So like early 2018, like in April.
Oh, okay. And you went straight to LA from there?
Yeah. That shit fucking LA, boy. So like I said, I was working at Chick-fil-A at the time, part-time. I'm like barely there. And then one of the homegirls was working there. She like popped off in modeling, and then she like came to work one day and she was like, yo, you want to move to LA? And I'm like, LA, like what?
Some spontaneous shit?
Yeah, I'm good where I'm at. Like I got comfortable out there. I'm on the road every other weekend. I'm getting love. Like it's good. I don't really even have to do too much no more at this point. It's just like I'm just growing. And then I'm just like, okay. I thought about it. I took some time. And I just like, I always told myself, and just growing up, like, you got to sacrifice for what you want, or whatever you want to do, like, you just gotta sacrifice, and if you don't, I mean, you never will get nowhere, you know.
Right, that's facts.
Yeah, no, honestly, like, and anybody that's around me know, like, if you ain't sacrificing, I really can't be around you. Like, whatever you want to do, or if you just now figuring out what you want to do, like, sacrifice for it, because, shit, why not? Go broke for what you want.
Right.
You know, because it's going to be a better outcome at the end.
It'll be worth it in the long run.
Yeah, honestly. So, yeah, so she, like, I'm like, all right, I'll move with you, like, F it. Like, so, it was, like, getting close to the end of, I think it like, just became April. It was, like, right after my birthday. My birthday's in March. So, I was just like, all right. So, I got home. I'm like, I told everybody, I'm like, I'm moving to LA. They're like, what? It's just like when I was in the Bay. They're like, what, you lying? Like, you playing.
Right.
And literally, they thought I was playing. I packed up all my stuff. Like, I just had clothes. I just brought all my clothes and shoes, and that was it. And my camera, my laptop, and I moved out to LA. I got there, like, the end of April. I even told my jobs, like, and all the people I was working, I'm like, yo, I'm moving to LA. Like, I'll be back in another year or so. Like, just hold it down for me. And boom.
Damn.
Yeah, and then I got out there, and it was just like, boom.
Lit as fuck.
Lit, and then, like, actually, it's a learning experience. Like I get out there, and I learned now I know a lot. Honestly.
I bet there was a whole lot more opportunities, too.
Oh, yeah, it is. Every single day, bro. Like, there's no reason why you should not, like, be in this industry and not be competitive with it, because it's a lot going on every single day or every other day, whatever you want to do.
Right.
But honestly, I learned a lot in LA. Like, I'm learning a lot in LA. I learned a lot, like, and I promise you, like, my first, like, month or 2 months, bro, I, like, was like, yo, moms and pops, I'm like, I was like, the whole time, I'm ready to pick up that phone and be like, yo, who house can I move back to? Like, cause right. I'm ready to get out of here. Like, it's killing me in LA. Like, I'm like, I can't win for nothing. Cause I'm in a new city. All my, like, fan base, shit, all the people I'm working with, the people, like, the labels I was working with, like,
right.
all in Texas and everybody. That's just how I was running. So now it's like a fresh start.
Right.
It's like, I don't know nobody. I'm like, whatever.
Would you say that's more good than bad?
It was, like, cool. I mean, I knew people in LA, but, like, hey, like, who the fuck is this new guy? Like,
right.
Like, whatever. We'll see what you'll do, and then we'll see if we really want to fuck with you or not. That's really how it is out there.
Yeah.
But once I got over that hump, like, and I, like, woke up and was like, yo, I'm Strangefilms. Like, bro, like, what am I doing? I just was popping from sitting on the bleachers, sitting on the bench.
Mm-hmm.
And I just got off the bench and was like, yo, it's time to go. And it was like, it's been a roller coaster since I've been there, but, like, now it's like to this day, like, from, like, a few months on, like, it's good now. Like, it's where I want it to be. I'm not where I want to be just yet, but, like, it's a good place, and there's a lot coming in store, honestly.
Would you say that ever since before moving to Texas, making that initial big move, would you say, looking back on it now, that it was all worth it, like, leaving the Bay Area? Or would you have done things differently?
Yeah, honestly, it was worth it. It was worth the move. Like, you could ask him, like, we was getting into a lot of, like, a lot of stupid stuff, kicking it heavy, partying, girls, all type of crazy stuff. And it was like, it's cool, like, you supposed to do that, like, at our age, but, like, when it's time to better yourself, it's like, you gotta get out of that shit.
Right. Don't stay in that slump for too long. You don't want to be those people who get stuck in that.
I'm talking about, it was so bad. I'm getting into it with my mom's. Like, I'm coming home mind you, we in high school. I'm coming home at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning.
Damn, yeah, see, trippy.
Like, wow. I'm talking about, I shouldn't even be saying this, but we coming home blast, just done. Young, like crazy.
That's funny.
I can speak about it now because, like, I
wish I had those type of experiences, though. But honestly, like, my parents just did not give a fuck. Like, they, like, so just that type of, like, I didn't have that excitement. Like, I just didn't do that type of shit because it didn't interest me. I'm like even, I would come home like high or like even just drinking like a little bit. I would never get like drunk, and like my parents would instantly just know, and then like not care, just be like, all right, like
yo,
there goes Michael, I guess. Like,
that ass. Bro, literally, my mom, bro, I used to come home sometime, bro. My mom would, like, walk up on me, bro. I don't know if you remember, but, like, bro, she would walk up on us and be like...
She already knew.
Like, knew what was going on. Like, she would trip out. But it's like, what can you do? Like, they all was there at one point at their age. Like, so it's
young.
Like... Yeah, it's
everybody
like
was
learning.
A kid at one point.
Honestly, like... But hands down, though, yeah, like, I honestly, like, that shit made me a better me. Like, and I got experience living somewhere totally different from what I was used to. And it sucked, though, because I left my whole family. Like, I'm the only child. Like, my mom was just like, they was like... But, like, these like, the people I'm around, like, when I do come here, like, they're my brothers. So, like, shit, that's all I knew. Like, and I really didn't have too many, like, people I would be around like that. But, like, yeah, honestly, like, it made me better. Like, honestly. Like, the whole experience, the Southern experience at that, like, cool.
What would you say... So, are you heading back to LA after you leave the Bay?
Yeah.
For this visit. What's your next move? Like, what's the next step you're going to be taking out there to kind of further your brand? And are you still going to be, like, tethered to the Bay Area at all?
So, yeah, like, now, like, literally, after last night, like, it just made everything just came together. So, my plans is right now, like, I'm just, like, honestly, I'm just kind of, like, flowing with it. But it's, like I said, like, the great people that's around me right now, and, like, we really a team. But we know we can branch off and do our own thing as well. But when we come together, it's, like, movies. But, honestly, it's a lot of big things in store, like, I try not to speak on a lot of different things because I just want to let everything kind of like go with flow. But on the back end, besides the photography end, like I'm modeling now. Honestly, like it's like a slow journey. Like,
bro, I wanted to do that too, but like I feel like being a photographer, it's hard because it's like you always want people to take pictures like how you would take them. I feel like, and I'm like, I just gotta let people do their job.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, it's funny. Like, so. I, like, right before I came out here, I was supposed to be out here Wednesday, but I had did an Axe commercial, like...
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so it was cool, like, and I was telling, like, the producer, like, I'm, like, the first, like, black dude in this commercial, if my scene makes the cut, but, like, I'm, like, one of the first, like, it was not no, like, black people there at all, like, it was more Caucasian, yeah. But, yeah, like, I'm just doing, like, that's really what I'm focusing on now, like, my photography is going to do itself. I'm like, now I'm in the process of like finally putting out my website.
Mm-hmm. This shit is tough, man. I feel you because I like most of the heavy work in regards to like my website and the photography and stuff is like a one-man thing. You know, it's like pretty much I'm doing most of the stuff like behind the scenes. So turning that into a business where you can make money off of that is probably one of the hardest things to do when you don't have like an actual team. When you're first like initially building your shit up, you know.
Yeah.
And especially photography, it's like even harder because there's not a whole lot of, you don't like start teams with when it comes to that most of the time, you know. Mm-hmm. It's hard to be able to manage all that shit on your own.
Yeah, honestly, like I really don't know how I did it on my own. Like I just knew I wanted to do it on my own. Like, honestly, like, I really didn't even want nobody in control. And then, like, I got hit with people, like, people would hit me up, like, yeah, we want to work with you. We want to bring you on as a photographer. Like, a few people, I'm not even, we just going to keep it going. But a lot of people would hit me and be like, yeah, we want you to be our photographer, and I'll be the head photographer, and you just to take.
Fuck.
I'm thinking to myself, like, you the head photographer and I just like moving in and I get a cut or whatever we make. No, that's dead. Like it's either I'm gonna be the head and I'm gonna operate and I'm gonna be head of direction, or it's just not gonna be anything at all. Like that's just how I was coming, because it's like they try to small ball you to blackball you. I'm not gonna say small ball. That don't even make sense. But they try to get you in this like.
They get it.
Yeah, nah. They like try to put you in this like category like, oh, he's small coming up and coming like.
Right.
I'm like, yo, like this is crazy. Like
everybody started somewhere.
Yeah,
exactly.
Honestly, and the thing is with me, like a lot of these people that was hitting me up like that was barely even doing anything. Like me, honestly, like the follower stuff don't really matter to me. I really don't be on Instagram like that. I'm not a phone person at all like that no more. Mm-hmm. You see what kind of phone I have right here? I got a 5E. Like,
hey,
like I don't care.
It's all good. Man.
I'm literally getting a house phone and like my new career. I'm getting a house phone, bro.
House phone, jeez, this is a minute.
Yeah, honestly, like, but that's just how like I was going about things. Like, as being a small business owner, it's not easy. Like, it's hard. Like when I first started out, like I said, I was sneaking into concerts. I'm shooting everybody. I'm hitting up all the rappers, local rappers. I'm hitting up different models. Like, let's shoot. Like, let's work. Like,
support your local Bart.
Honestly, like if you like a lot of people, they know like in Texas, like it was people like Yak the Mac that was supporting me, Mom Malachi, shit. Who else was really rocking with me like that? Oh, shout out to RJ. He was a big influence with me, like bring me into like the fashion world. Honestly, it's a lot of different artists that I rock with out there. They know who they are, like, but you know them just the people like I just can think of right now, honestly. But yeah, like everything starts off like free, a lot of free stuff, like
right. Honestly. You got to make it somehow.
Like. It is really how it is. Like you
get your name out there however you can. That's a good piece of advice.
That's like the main like key. Like doing anything, whether you're doing clothes, you be a plumber, whatever you're doing. Like you gotta start somewhere. Like
plug yourself harder than other people will plug you. Like they won't.
Honestly, like I'm OG with it. Like I get out, I go pass out cards still to this day. I don't have no cards, but like everything's like Instagram now. But I'm OG with it. Like I'm like yo like. So we'll print out your picture, like, if you really want it, like that bad. Like, that's how we getting down now, like.
So, just out of fear of this camera dying, do you guys have any closing statements before we end this episode? Because I know that's been on red for, like, 10 minutes now. But, yeah, do you guys have anything you want to say out there? And if not, you can go ahead and plug yourself one more time. This fucking shirt keeps falling on me.
Good. So you can go ahead, Brazzy. Tell them know what we doing in this.
Right. Support the movement. Man. Everyone, go follow.
For real, support the movement. We just moving forward. We trying to progress and keep on progressing. That's all we trying to do. We some young adults. Young men trying to move forward. So whenever you, not just us, whenever you see anybody trying to move forward, just support, man.
Honestly,
don't hate. It's always up. It's never down.
Right.
That's literally like what it be like. If you're not, it's crazy. Like I be thinking about every day. I don't really care, but like a lot of people really don't support me. Like how hard I be going, but you know that's okay. I don't really care about it, but it's still like I get in my feelings about it. But like you gotta support. You gotta support. People or anybody that's young and doing their thing, like honestly, like I swear, like it really, like you got to. If you don't, like what, like
it come back around for sure.
Honestly,
it come back around.
But honestly, like what I can say, like we at the end of everything. But I just say shit, just keep pushing. Y'all chase your dreams out there. Honestly, like I try to influence the youth. Honestly, like that's my biggest key. Y'all just keep pushing. Man.
We need more positive figures.
Honestly. And just stay lit, bro. Like, honestly, like...
That, too.
Honestly, like, I'm really, like, coming into this summer, like, I really was chill. But, like, now I'm, like, breaking out lit, Rockstar Strange, so...
Summer takeover mode.
Turn up.
Yeah, we just turning up.
We lit.
Honestly, so...
I'm turning 22 in, like, 2 weeks, so...
Oh, go crazy.
Major lit.
What we doing?
Right. You better turn the fuck up. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching this episode of Black Atlas Radio or listening on whatever podcast service you're listening on. Make sure you guys subscribe if you aren't already. Go follow them at their... I'll have all of their shit in the description below. And go check out...
ladies, go follow me.
Right. Go do that. Go do that. BlackAtlasMedia.com. Go check that shit out. Stay tuned for more. And you know where the fuck to find us at. I couldn't come up with anything clever to say.
So crazy.
Thank you guys for watching. Peace out.
You did.
America.